Shock dosing your swimming pool should be part of regular scheduled swimming pool maintenance. However, I am finding these days very few people are shocking their pool on a regular basis, and a number of pools are never being shocked at all. I think over time, and with the increasing popularity of salt pools and automatic chlorinators, pool owners have mistakenly decided that they don't need to shock their pools because they're salt or because they're automatic. Actually, all pools need to be shocked, and they need to be shocked regularly. Why? Because you need to keep the water healthy and safe to swim in, and shocking, or more properly known as oxidizing, is an integral part of that process. Regular shocking helps to get rid of swimmer waste, things like sunscreen, body oils, sweat, urine, cosmetics, as well as environmental contaminants that are introduced from the wind and rain. Shock dosing allows the sanitizer in the pool to concentrate on killing bacteria and viruses and not cleaning up environmental contaminants and swimmer waste. Because it's able to concentrate on killing bugs only, you will use less of it over the course of a swimming season. That saves you money. Now, this is also true for a salt pool because it's going to extend the life of your salt cell. Regular shocking keeps your pool cleaner and clearer, it prevents algae growth, and it helps the water to sparkle. Plus, it saves you money. Why wouldn't you be doing it? So how often should a pool be shocked? We recommend weekly or fortnightly. Now, every pool is different, and how often you need to shock will depend entirely on your pool. I suggest a pool being used regularly should be shocked every week. It's entirely up to you. Weekly is best, but fortnightly might be okay for your pool. Now, what are the consequences of not shocking on a regular basis? Well, apart from the obvious excessive use of sanitizer, could be prone to getting cloudy. Algae is more susceptible to grow in a pool that's not shocked. Development of pink slime. And the old invisible guy, which is one of the main reasons we're shocking, is the build-up of chloramines. Now, I'd like to have a quick discussion about chloramines, and I'll try not to get too technical. You know the smell that people associate with swimming pools, that pool smell? Like what you notice when you walk into an indoor public swimming pool. What you can smell is chloramines, and a well-maintained swimming pool should have no chloramines in it at all. Chloramines are a byproduct of the disinfection process that happens in a swimming pool. When free available chlorine and ammonia from swimmer waste like perspiration, body oils, urine combine. Now, there's lots of different types of chloramine, but we're not going to get into that discussion right now. Chloramines, or combined chlorines, they smell bad. They're irritant to the eyes, the lungs and the skin, and they're a very poor disinfectant, about 60 to 80 times less effective than free available chlorine. You just don't want them in your pool. When a pool smells of chlorine, you're smelling the chloramines, not the free available chlorine. So how to get rid of the chloramines and the chlorine smell? You add more chlorine, lots more chlorine. It does seem strange to customers when they ask us about how to get rid of the chlorine smell, and we tell them to add more chlorine to the pool. What happens is a shock dose of chlorine, it breaks the molecular bonds of the chloramine. It eliminates the ammonia and it returns the chlorine to be free available chlorine in the pool again. When shocking a pool to remove the chloramines, you need to raise the free chlorine level in the pool to 10 times the concentration of the chloramines or combined chlorines. Now, to do this, you need to know the concentration of free chlorine and combined chlorines. If you're doing this test at home, you'll need to measure your free chlorine and your total chlorine. And remember that total chlorine minus free chlorine equals combined chlorines. So for example, if you tested the water and you have 2.5 parts per million of total chlorine and you've got 2 parts per million free chlorine, 2.5 minus 2, 0.5. Destroying combined chlorines or chloramines is an all or nothing proposition. You have to reach the target concentration. Otherwise, you can end up having no effect at all on the chloramines, or you might even raise the chloramine level. It's a little bit like jumping the Grand Canyon. You have to do it in one leap. You can't do it in lots of small leaps. If you miss, it's a fail. So my suggestion is you are better to slightly overdose the chlorine than to underdose. Don't be shy with the chlorine. Well, hopefully that's given you some insight into why you need to be regularly shocking your pool. If you're concerned that you have got a build-up of combined chlorines in your pool, I suggest bringing a water sample into store so we can accurately measure the level of the combined chlorines. Then we can recommend the right product and the right dose for your pool. So hopefully, if you've learned nothing else from this video, you now know that every pool needs to be shocked on a regular basis, regardless of the type of system on your pool. That's shocking.